going on, guys? Here it is me, Marcus, flying solo again on MLB Hotshot Takes, episode 10. It is Friday, September 5th, 2025, and we have a little bit to talk about, which will end with my prediction for the MVP race. The Yankees, again, will separate for Monday for episode 11. Not Sunday this week, but Monday for episode 11. And we'll talk about them a little bit with their 3-game stretch, but I'm going to save that. Well, 3 of the 12 games have been played so far. I'm going to save that for Monday's podcast. But today we're going to get into the MLB all around the world, all around the schedules. So, if you don't mind me at all, hit that fucking intro, baby.
Welcome to MLB Hotshot Takes! Where we have two idiots who think their opinions are the fucking bomb. We are here to make your day. Fuck these guys! Hotshot, take it
All right. Thank you guys for joining us on this Friday, September 5th, 2025. Another step closer to the playoffs. We have the rest of this week, next week, the following week, the week after that, and then that in October. We will be coming to the playoffs. I think in a couple weeks, I'm going to try to get JJ on, and we're going to make our predictions for the playoffs. But let's talk about these last few games this week. It starts on Tuesday since we recorded Monday. We have the Mets beating the Tigers. The Pirates, I think, swept the Dodgers. Crazy. Skeens looked amazing last night. Blue Jays beat the Reds. Red Sox beat the Guardians. The Nationals beat the Marlins. Rays beat the Mariners. Angels beat the Royals. Cubs beat the Braves. White Sox destroyed the Twins. The Cardinals beat the Athletics. Yankees won 7-1, so we'll get into that game on Monday. As we talk about, I want to talk about the whole weekend. I want to talk about the six of the 12 game stretch for the Yankees. Then we have the Giants beating up on the Rockies. The Braves the Orioles beating the Padres, and the Rangers. The Diamondbacks beating the Rangers. So that was Tuesday. Wednesday we have Nationals beating the Marlins. Tigers get back against the Mets. Diamondbacks beat the Rangers again. Orioles beat the Padres. Pirates would beat the Dodgers. Dodgers are struggling right now, but the good news is so is the Padres. The Blue Jays would beat the Reds. Guardians would beat the Red Sox, and the Rays would beat the Mariners. Angels would squeak out against the Royals. The Braves would beat the Cubs. The White Sox would beat the Twins. The Brewers beat the Phillies. Did they beat them last time? Did they beat them on Tuesday? No, they didn't play on Tuesday. They played the last 3 games. So the Brewers beat the Phillies. The Cardinals beat the Athletics. The Yankees, this is fucking terrible. Fuck you, Brian Walsh, when we get into it. Fuck Brian Walsh. This is going to be like a 10, 12-minute episode for episode 10. Episode 11 is probably going to be a little bit longer with the Yankees side. And then the Giants beat the Rockies. Giants are slowly starting to win games. If they can find a way to keep winning and the Mets lose, they could sneak in. They're only 4 games back. And then obviously yesterday we had football back. Phillies salvaged the series, get a win. Paul Skeens just dominates. He went scoreless. He pitched, I want to see, how long did he pitch? He pitched I think 7 innings, and he had almost 10 Ks. He had 8 Ks, 6 innings, 2 hits, 1 walk, and his ERA is the league best at 1.98. He's so good. Paul Skeens is just so good. Then the Rays beat the Guardians in a new series. Royals salvage the series, get a win. White Sox sweep the Twins, and the Yankees beat the Astros to win the series 8-4. So yes, the Yankees did exactly what they wanted them to do, which I will talk about a little bit more on Monday. Hopefully they will win, take 2 or 3 against Toronto, sweep Toronto or take 2 out of 3. And I'll talk about my predictions then. I'm going to talk about my predictions later. I will predict here where I think the Yankees are going to do in this series, but I'm going to talk about how the series went on Monday as they play today, tomorrow, and Sunday. And then I believe they play Detroit Monday, or they have a day off. They have a day off, and then they play Detroit Tuesday. Okay. So it's not going to get any easier for the Yankees. But anyways, that is the recap of the sports. The baseball. Right now, currently the Cubs are up 1-0. These are the games that are today. We got the Mets, Reds, White Sox, Tigers, Brewers, Pirates, Dodgers, Orioles, Blue Jays, Yankees, Phillies, Marlins, Braves, Mariners, Rays, Guardians, Royals, Twins, Astros, Rangers, Giants, Cardinals, Padres, Rockies, Athletics, Angels, Red Sox, and Diamondbacks. And they're facing their former pitcher, Eduardo Rodriguez. So that's what we're looking at for this matchup. Tomorrow's matchup, we have Yankees, Blue Jays, and it's basically the same thing. I only think there's one more new matchup tomorrow. No, everyone's playing each other. So yeah, so that's basically it. As you can see, the Yankee starters for this weekend, which I'm going to talk about right now. Like I said, I would briefly talk about the Yankees. We got Schlittler tonight. Hopefully they win. He's been pitching really well. Heel's pitching tomorrow. Hopefully they can get a win. And then Sunday will be Max Fried, who has been pitching very well these last 3 games. So if the Yankees can find a way to sweep Toronto, I think they have a chance at winning the division because Toronto's schedule gets a little bit harder because Toronto has to play Boston still. So do the Yankees. If the Yankees can take 2 out of 3 against Detroit, 2 out of 3 against Boston, I think they win the division. But they have to sweep Toronto. They have to sweep Toronto. And that's not an easy task. Toronto's playing really well right now. So let's wrap this up a little bit. Talk about a couple things. There was a brawl between the Giants and the Rockies. I think it was Giants and Rockies. It wasn't Thursday. It was Tuesday night, I think. Tuesday night there was a brawl with Rafael Devers and someone. They got into it. Let me look this up. I know it's here somewhere. Yeah, Devil's Brawl. Okay. So this might have been, no, it might not have been Tuesday's game. So, okay, so here it is. So tempers flared almost immediately on Tuesday. So it was Tuesday at Coors Field when Rafael Devers hit his home run to make it his 30th home run. They all just brawled. And I don't know what
to win tonight.
I guess this is it. I guess let's watch it.
Out of the final wild card spot, Devers skies one to right, way up there, and gone. Another one for Rafi Devers. And Kyle Freeland, the benches are clearing. Devers is trying to round the bases. Freeland was unhappy, and now we got punches being thrown. Oh my goodness. I mean, Devers still hasn't rounded the bases.
No, he's in the mix. He left the base paths. This is now pushing out towards second base.
Oh, man. Even Logan Webb is out there. Freeland did not like Devers admiring that one. And Freeland kind of lost his mind. And I think Chapman and Adames both raced out there.
So it looks like Rafael Devers hit the ball and he was admiring it, and Kyle Freeland didn't take kind with that, so he started running his mouth, and it looked like they brawled. So that's crazy. I mean, it's a rival. Technically, it's a divisional game. It is a divisional game. It's technically a rivalry game, so you expect something like that. Plus, it's Rafael Devers, who has a hot temper. So yeah, that happened. I can't wait to talk about this tomorrow, too, with Jalen Carter on football. Check out the NFC South. Which, speaking of that, while we have time, I'm going to do a plug-in for you guys. I did it the last 2 episodes. I'm doing it again. Hold on, let me look it in for you guys. Let's do this. Here we go. Okay. We don't have any new shirts yet, but we're planning on putting some new shirts. But we got merch. We got merch now for Season 1 of MLB Hotshot Takes. Season 1 NFC South. I yet to do because I'm thinking of I'm going to re-image or repackage the name of the NFC South Trash Talk podcast because we're not really talking trash to each other. So I might just rename it to something like NFC South Hotwire Podcast. We have the 9 o'clock on the Saturday, thanks to Jared. We have my favorite "Fuck These Guys" shirts with me and JJ, the co-host. You have Balls of Steel, the Balls of Steel, David Bednar. You have the MLB Hotshot Season 1 logo. You have the Mighty Sacroom's Capital Off the Chain, which we just debuted Season 5 on Wednesday. You have the We Want Nuggets logo, and you have the Season 5. Well, this is the actual Season 5 of the logo, but this is the T-shirt we're looking at. So this is the alternate merch. This is the actual merch we're going to be selling. And then you have the crew shirts. And then, yes, I know Season 5 just debuted, but Season 4 still just around the corner. It was just around the corner. It just ended back in June, 3 months ago. So why don't you still rep fucking Season 4? The logo is awesome. We still use it. We still use it for many things. So yeah, just go on right now. Go check out our merch. And get it, man. Check out our merch. Fucking do it. Anyways. So yeah, that was interesting. For that. But now, I'm going to wrap this up. We have to talk about the MVP race, which I think towards the end of the season, we're going to make my final prediction. But here, I'm going to make a prediction. I'm going to predict where I think this is heading for now, and then I'm going to make my final prediction in a couple weeks. Judge, the 2-run favorites for the AL. We'll do AL and NL. I don't have it as the thumbnail, but I will do NL. I think NL, you can make a case for Juan Soto. You can make a case for Shohei Ohtani. You can make a case for anyone on the Brewers. I think, ultimately, if the Mets make the playoffs and Juan Soto continues to get hot, he will win the NL MVP race. So I'll give him that. But then Judge and Kyle Radley, it's tough to tell. It's a 50-50 coin toss. Right now, if the season ended, I give it to Cal. But there's still 4 more weeks left of baseball that Judge can get hot. Judge leads 3 of the categories, and if he can catch him up to at least where he's 4 or 5 home runs away from Cal, I think Judge wins it. I think Judge, Cal has had a tremendous season, but I feel like Judge has just all around been the better player. Cal deserves the Gold Glove for a catcher. He deserves the silver slugging for the catcher, and he also deserves to be the home run king. But I just don't know if Judge gets hot, Judge is winning it. But if Judge stays the way he's playing, Cal's going to win it. So ultimately, it's a 50-50 toss. I think Judge will ultimately end up winning it because Judge will find a way to get hot. We play a lot of bad. We're going to be playing some bad teams. We got the Orioles, we got the White Sox, we got the Rays. So he's going to get hot towards the end of the season. And you know what? He's playing Toronto tonight, and if he can get going against Toronto and Detroit, I think that's really going to help his case as well. So ultimately, I think Judge will win it. And that's all we have for today's episode. Like I said, we'll be back Monday to talk about the Yankees situation. We're going to go over the Yankees 6 games. And I just want to keep this one short and sweet. Buy our fucking merch, people. All right? And one last time. Hotshot, take it away.
Welcome to MLB Hotshot Takes. Where we have 2 idiots who think their opinions are the fucking bomb. We are here to make your day. Fuck these guys. Hotshot Takes.
Anyways, that's all the time we have for today's episode. Thank you guys for joining us on this Friday. We'll see you guys Monday. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the NFC South Trash Talk Podcast Episode 2, where we predict the rest of Week 1 and Thursday's Week 2 game. Great game last night. We're also probably going to discuss a little bit of last night's game and tonight's game as well. Go Chargers tonight. But you know what we're going to say? Welcome to Hotshot Takes, where we have two guys who think their fucking opinion is the bomb, baby. We're here to make your day. Hotshot, take it away. Peace!